Now we have our VM machine created, but now we will be auto scaling our virtual machines. So for that, we will be having different configuration. So in the left menu, we will be navigating to the instance group. Before that, we should have known that every time, whenever we will be creating an instance group, instance template will be required. So that can be created early while going to this section, and we can create a template, and that template can be used in the instance groups, or we can create the template while creating the groups. So let's do that. We'll create the instance group. Okay, now let's instance group testing to auto scaling. Test we can give. Now as you can see, we don't have any template. For that, we will be creating a template, and a pop-up will be there, and we will be creating a template. So name I won't be providing, it will be provided a default in date and time format. But here I will be providing on the basis of global level. Regional level is fine, we can have on the part. Now, previously I chose N1, but I will be testing on the E2. And here, every time, whenever this group will create a virtual machine while auto scaling, it will automatically create or delete the machine, which will be having a format of E2 configuration with all the details that there is there in this template. So we will allow these parts, and here I will change the OS. Placement policy is not there. Everything is fine. And yep, okay. So everything is there. Done. Now we will be saving that template. Okay, the template has been saved. Okay, now we will create the instance group. It will take time to put it in a running state. Let's wait for a couple of minutes. We have got the message, and here we can see we have that. Now we will be configuring this instance group so that our instances are created as per our policies. So we haven't set the policies forward by default. So what we will be doing, we will edit the instance group. We will go to the auto scaling part. The other parts are there. The instance is created. This is the instance template that was there. Now we have three options: not to auto scale out whenever the our policies are being defined is approached, or we can add or remove the instances particular to this group. So I will be choosing the first option, and till 5 instance it will create whenever the load is there. So we have to provide the load. So here I can have different types of signal is the load type, how you want it, how it will be impacted. So here CPU is like it will utilize, and to a particular part the like CPU utilization has been reached, so it will try to create new instance accordingly. So let's make it as 50, or let's say 40. And yep, everything is good, and we will save the configuration. Meanwhile, we can see in the VM instance services page, we will be seeing two instances are there. The first one that we created earlier for the demo purpose, and the second one is the one that is being created by that instance group. So here we can see that this is in a ready state, and here we can see currently one instance is there. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to auto scale this part. Let's refresh this. Okay, yeah, see here previously it was 60% because that was the default. Now I have changed to 40%. So it will be creating a new instance whenever the instance that is there under this auto scaling group will be creating second instance whenever the load is there above 40% of this instance. So currently here we can see only one instance is there. What we will do, we will go to that instance. This is the instance name, and we'll try to connect with the instance. So where we are trying to SSH within those browser with the default keys and parameters. We'll authorize. Okay, now we can see the VM Ubuntu is there. Now, okay, first we will be updating the sudo. It will take a bit of time. Okay, now the sudo has been done. Then we will try to install stress loader. Okay, now the stress loader is done. Okay, as you can see, there are no extra instance apart from the two instance, the one that we created and the one that was created by the group. Here also we can refresh it. Okay, yep, only one instance is there. Okay, and we have created the instance VM. So what we have given a command that will put a stress on the CPU with 4 cores for the 300 second, that is 5 minutes. So let's see if it is creating any stress. Okay, here you can see at this point you can see a status there, and you can see it is resizing from one instance and scaling up to two because we have achieved the 40% CPU utilization. That's why it is creating one extra instance. And here you can see a lot of instance has been created. It will try to create as many instance to handle that stress. So let's see. Okay, all the instance has been created, and if I go to the monitoring part, we'll auto refresh, and you can see uh, yeah, this is the CPU utilization. So here you can see that we have achieved that 40% utilization. So because of that, it is creating more instance as per the scaling policies. And here you can see the instance has been created. So this was the one that on which we are putting in stress, and these are the other four instance that is there. Now what we will do, like here currently for 5 minutes it will be scaling up, and the maximum scaling that we have given is 5. That's why it have created 5 instance. So let's wait for a couple of minutes so that the 5 minutes timeout is achieved. What we can do, we can check the logs. what we will go to the operation part. Okay, operations, and under operation we have logging, and we have log explorer. Okay, now we will search for auto scaler. Hmm. Here we will be getting the logs of all the instance that has been created using that group instance scaling. Okay, now our 5 minute have been completed. The timeout has been done for the 5 minutes. So let's see what is the status. And here we can see all the scaling has been done. So now we will try to stress down. Okay, so I think the stress downs will be completely down. We'll try to refresh it, and if we will see if any changes is there. Okay, now you can see the utilization has been decreased to 0.33. That is lower than the 40%. So after a couple of minutes, we can see as the utilization is still low for the first instance that was there. So currently the utilization is like less than 40%. So what it will do, it will try to decrease that descale. So here we can see one of the instances getting descale and it is trying to stop this instance. And we can check the instance status here. So currently four instances are there because the policy that was there, it is under that part. It is under 40%. That's why it is descaled. So that is how auto scaling works in the VM instances when we are using instance group. And this is very helpful when we want to work upon very workloads, heavy workloads, and we don't want to create a multiple type of instance manually. So here the instance group helps, which auto scales as per the policy that we will be creating. See, one of the instance has been down and slowly it will try to close other instance. See, so that's it. Thank you so much.